guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I did a James Charles inspired look. That sunset and that purple, all the good stuff there. Using the Be Perfect Stacey Marie palette, of course. What else would I be using? So before we go in, make sure you like and subscribe. And yeah, that's it. This is the kind of look we're going to be doing. It's kind of like a James Charles inspired look. I went on his page and I saved a load of his things. Because I was just like, you know, like I never actually look at his things. Like I don't know if I follow him or not. Actually, I probably do follow him. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. I'm like really getting into doing the inspired looks from like big people. Like I'm waiting for my P. Louise things to come to do like looks inspired by her, and like always did looks inspired by Kaylee. I'm just looking at all the big ones now because I want to do more like face art. And yeah, because I did the butterfly trend and everybody seemed to love that. So I'm gonna try and get into that. But then today, before I did this look, I did the Instagram thing on this eye, and no, I didn't really like that now, to be honest, but it's fine. Your eyebrows now. I have been liking carving out my eyebrow before filling it in. It doesn't give like such a sharp like shape, and I'm kind of liking it. So yeah, I thought my next YouTube video was going to be the Q&A that I put up, but I'm going to do that next instead, because I don't know, I felt like I wanted to record this when I had this idea, and I was like, not bad, might record. And we're gonna make our shape. You don't have to be precise. What was I gonna say? I actually can't remember what I was gonna say. Like coronavirus and everything, like would you still eat Chinese food? Shade Lit, my favorite color. She bright. I don't know if I told you this in my last video, but my P. Louise stuff hasn't came, and I ordered it on the, what date was it? The 17th of April, and I was like, what in the name? Because like everybody else is getting there, so I was like, rude. And I went and emailed her, and she was like, what does the MO stand for in your address? And I was like, what? No MO in my address. But then she was like, oh yeah, we didn't send it out because of the mix-up in your address, but like she never told me that until I emailed. So I don't know, to be honest. In 10 days it'll be a month since I ordered it. I paid €10 for delivery, not that. Like that actually makes me like a bit sad. €10 for delivery. Oh, I nearly spilled my whole pigment there. Oh, I would have cried. Now using the P. Louise base, even though I'm giving out, but it is really good, like, in all fairness. And I do understand that, like, it was a full, like, 50% sale off, so I can imagine that she has, like, a lot of problems with everybody, like, complaining this and that was wrong and whatever. And she got robbed too. Somebody broke into her house and robbed her. Imagine that. That's actually like such a big fear. I'd say that like her house was full of the good stuff too. They took Rolex watches and everything. Like, actually imagine, that would break my heart. Well, we obviously broke hers too, but now we're taking shade Reckless again. I've hit pan on three of these eyeshadows in this palette, and I've only had it since Christmas, and I've had palettes with years and I've never hit pan on any of them. I just spilled a load of that. No. She glittery. This is the Sensational Primer from Catrice. The Carter Beauty Full Measure Foundation, which is nowhere near my colour, but I know it's not because I don't want to be my colour. I want to be dark. This one, the half measure in Sticky Toffee, and I'm just wondering what's the difference in colour. Well, they're on now. I'll mix them. It is one of my first brushes I ever got, like when I was like 13, and I'm now like 18. There is really sore from where I had to scrub that ink liner off. The white one. Even when you mix it with your line, it just dries so fast and it's so hard to get off. Using the Michelin concealer. Michelin. It's nearly gone. When I was younger, like when they started doing makeup first, did you ever, like, instead of putting on foundation, because you were too afraid to put on foundation, put concealer like all over your face, like put concealer on as foundation? I used to do that going to discos. I used to think I was so good at makeup going to discos. I remember I used to have a Revolution, I'd say I still have it to be honest, a Revolution palette. And Like, I used to think, oh my god, I was so good at eyeshadow, like, but the only eyeshadow that hit pan was the, like, beige one, like the nude one, that I would just put over to set my concealer on my eyelids. I just be like, oh, look at my eyeshadow. Jeez. Imagine. This for a sad excuse for a contour stick. I'll get a new one, so it's all due. This is the nicest setting spray ever, I actually promise you. It's the nicest one ever. I hate setting spray, I hate it. Hate it, hate it, hate it. But this one, stop. I wish I could get a shampoo that smelled like that. I actually love 18K too. Like, I'd say when I was like 16, like when I started like properly doing my makeup, not putting concealer all over my face, and I was getting into like watching them on Instagram and that, 18K was always one of my favourite ones. And she still is, whereas like I've gone off the rest of them. What's that Colleen's name that moved to New York? Or did she even move to New York? She used to have the dog. I think the dog's name was like Cooper or something. What was her name? I stopped watching her anyways. Oh, was it? Oh no. Was it Louise Cooney? I don't even know. My favourite person to watch now is Amy Louise Hayes. And I mean, she is literally the funniest person you will ever watch. It's not how she's like trying to be like a blogger or anything. It's just literally like, she's just so funny. I need to get a new blush. I have badly hit pan on this one. This is the third LMD palette I've gone through just for the blush. I use the other shades in all time, like the eyeshadow shades, and all the time if I'm going out or something. How fab is this highlighter? Snatched. Don't want to do that. So, any crack. I'm using the Eldora M115 lashes, my god. This camera is brutal. This is the Luna by Lisa gloss. That is absolutely fab. Can't wait to get a camera. I'd say editing is really hard on a computer. Hope you liked it. Hope you found it useful. Hope you didn't get bored halfway through. So I think that's all I have to say. Only like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Yeah, actually, that's such a tongue twister. It really isn't, but... So thank you for watching and hope you enjoyed. Thanks.